All right, guys, we are here for a factory tour at Warren Industries in Clackamas, Oregon. Now, this is the place where they make all their winches, they fab all their bumpers, tube work, all that jazz, and then there's a whole other facility where they do OEM parts as well.
That's correct. This facility is 200,000 square feet, and we're going to go inside today and meet the people that make these bumpers and winches and the rest of their gear. But 200,000 square feet of manufacturing facility. The place is huge, and it's going to be really exciting to see how they do this.
And they have over 500 employees. I mean, if you take a look down the row here, these are all employee vehicles. I mean, they're passionate about the sport, they're passionate about wheeling, they love what they do, and you will see how passionate they are about their jobs when we go in there. So.
They even brought in a fire truck for us to check out because they sell not only to municipalities, but also the government, your military vehicles. They make a lot of products, and, well, it's going to be an interesting day.
And you're going to find out in just a minute, so come on with us.
All right, Jesse, this is going to be awesome. Hi, guys. How you doing?
Nice to meet you. I'm Steve.
Steve, Kent,
How are
nice
you?
to see you guys.
Welcome to Warren Industries.
Well, thanks. What do you got on plate for us today?
Come on back and we'll show you our entire manufacturing facility here in Oregon.
On our way out to the factory floor, I thought we'd stop by engineering here for a second. Just saw these parts laying around and a bunch of guys working in computerized modeling. But why don't you tell me how many engineers you have and what are they doing?
Overall, we have about 30 engineers. This division over here is the aftermarket division and also the severe duty and OEM division.
And that's where we're going to go watch them make parts right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so from designing it in here to making it out there, just checking it out.
Excellent. Thank you.
Now this is basically where it all starts, right? All the materials come in here, get dispersed down that way, and then they become product going that way.
That is correct. Right now we're standing in the steel bay, and so we have raw materials that come in here on a flatbed truck. You can see right here behind us, Glenn has got some ring gear material that's being lifted, and it's going to be taken down here, and the machining processes are going to start.
All right, so the material gets dropped off and comes into right here.
That's correct, yes. You can see we got raw material here. We've got a large chop saw that cuts off the ring gear material to length, and then it goes from here to our CNC machines that do multiple machining processes to end up with a finished good piece like this.
So it goes from that to there, all in this one little area.
That's right.
And then where?
And then it goes on to our broach, so it'll, the broach will cut the inside splines for our third stage gear.
The Broachzilla?
Yes, the Broachzilla.
Shall we go see the Broachzilla?
Let's go. It's right over here.
And this is Broachzilla. It's kind of a world famous machine. It's about 20 foot tall, and what they're going to do is force this tool, the broach, through the ring gear, and it's actually going to cut these teeth in there.
Okay, what's going on behind us here is in Broachzilla is we take a ring gear that's not machined, it goes through the pull broach, and it cuts the splines inside the ring gear like this here.
So progressively, so down here it's really, really smooth, and then up here the teeth are large. So that's
right.
That's the rumble.
That's right. That's the rumble as the pull broach is pulled through the ring gear.
And then the shavings come out there, and it's done.
The shavings come out here, as you can see. Yes. For our large frame winches up to the 18,000 pound, instead of using Broachzilla to cut the splines on the ID of the ring gears, we use a gear shaper here. In order for us to use a broach to cut the splines on a ring gear this diameter, the broach would have to go through the ceiling because it would need a lot longer tool. This is our robo drill. This here cuts the 10 holes in the ring gear that the Allen head cap screws will be used to go through to assemble the final gear housing. The robo drill has drill bits that actually have holes inside that the cutting oil goes through. We use about 600 psi of pressure for that cutting oil, so it cuts really, really fast.
Okay, Steve, so what do we have going on in this work cell here?
This is our large frame winch drum support casting cell. We have a raw drum support that's come in already powder coated, and it's going to go through multiple steps here where we do the machine work. We drill and tap holes, and then it'll be ready for production.
Okay, so this one guy is working on 3 machines. So the first machine he does
the ID of the casting here for the bearing and also the drum bushing.
Okay.
The second machine will drill and tap the holes.
All right.
And then the third machine does the final machine work for the motor itself.
Sparks. I see sparks.
A lot of sparks back there. This is our drum cell. This is where we're making the drums for our M8000, XD9000 type winches. We're going to take some raw material like this here This is just like what we saw come into the building right at the beginning.
Right.
And we're going to make drums just like you see right there with the wire rope spun on them.
And so it's an automatic
This
welder
is
right
an
there?
automatic welder here. He loads up the drum tube and the drum flanges, hits the button, and it automatically welds the flanges to the drum. Sparks.
That's my favorite thing.
Okay.
You know I like welding, right?
You like welding?
Yeah, I
I've
love
seen you weld
welding.
before, yes. Over here we've got our drum spooling machine. So this automatically spools the wire rope onto the drum. You can see it's got a level wind device so it spools it on evenly, and it also measures the length so we have the precise length of wire rope.
All right, so what is this part right here?
That is the sun gear.
Or it's going to be a side
It's
gear.
going to be a sun gear.
Okay, so how does it go?
As it goes, we load the bars, the raw stock, into the machine. The machine has 6 spindles plus a drill. As it goes around and does its 6 spindles, it shapes, gets its final shape, and drills the holes in, drops out over here. And then when we're done here, we wash the part, take it over to the shapers. The shapers shape it. We take it to heat treat, harden the steel up, and it's ready to go.
So maybe I should go talk to the shapers right now.
Get them in shape.
Thanks, dude. 13, 14. So there's 14 of these machines, and 1 or 2 guys runs just to shape this into that.
That's right. We've got our gear shapers behind us. We have one attendant that runs all 14 gears. That's called efficiency. Just a bit of history. The story is these gear shapers came off of a World War II surplus machine ship, and these were all built back in the 40s.
All right, Lance, so this is another type of broaching machine. You want to explain to me how it works?
Okay, this is a pot broach. There's a ram here, and there's blades down here in this pot. And what it does, it starts out at a shallower depth of cut. These parts here, we feed them in through here. There's a shuttle that will shuttle it in. Once this is at the top, it'll shuttle it in. The ram comes down, and it actually just shoves it right down through those blades. So it comes out into the bottom. Then it'll come out over here on the conveyor and spit it out over here.
And all those blades are tapered, just like a broaching machine that we were looking at, like
Yes.
Broachzilla.
Like Broachzilla, it starts out at a smaller cut,
Right.
tapers up. This one here basically tapers down through it to the bottom.
Perfect.